Cargo scoop deployed. Programming input bin. Cargo scoop retracted. Cannot comply. Cannot comply. Frameshift drive charging. Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage. Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Hello, Namix.
Ship is released. You may leave the docking area when ready.
Landing gear retracted.
Are you in the living room not disturbing the wife? Or just lurking from me?
You are free of the
Okay.
restricted zone. We wish you well on your journey.
I'm going to try to do some planetary scan missions. So let's see how that goes.
4, 3, 2, 1. Incoming mission critical message. Fuel scooping. Incoming mission critical message. Fuel scooping complete.
Oh, B4D, B4E. It's quite close to each other. Ah, okay, that's a very good tip. Because I just had to buy a SRV because I didn't have one fitted. I had tried to change it for a fighter that I always forgot to use, of course. Do you have a tip on how to make me remember that I have a fighter and that I should use it and train it up? I know that my crew is stealing cash. Oh, now I have both. I don't even know if I have. How do I check if I have a crew? I hired a harmless dude, but I don't know if I forgot him somewhere. And anyway, cash is not my problem at the moment. I'm just under 3.5 billion. Although I know what you mean. That's there's no need to give it away. But at some point, I think I'm going to focus on training one up, and then it'll be well done. Third panel, have a crew tab. Oh yeah, there he is, inactive. 80,000, that's okay. And he moved from mostly harmless to harmless. That's quite nice. For 80,000 credits, that's okay. Does he get the rank or credit when I don't use him and still I kill some, for example, pirate lords in assassination missions, which I've just done 2 of? Yeah, I'll see. I've used one as a distraction when fighting Thargoids, because they're, and not only as a distraction, but they can sometimes take care of some of the swarm. Wait, I need to look for a search location, I think. On the other side of the planet, of course. But at least it's gonna be in the sunny side. It might be that I'm proving you something wrong there, because I don't think I've ever launched him. Or the fighter at all, actually. And he's gained the rank since yesterday when I put him in. But I did... with him, I did a lot of conflict zoning, as you saw yesterday. I did, I guess, 2 million worth of combat bonds. Which is maybe close to 50, 60 ships. And then I did 2 pirate lords this morning, today. And that's the time where he has gained the XP. Just check my fire group for the data link scanner. Okay. And the next jump is going to be to below me. But yeah, mostly harmless to mostly harmless. Doesn't take much. Was he... Is that the way it goes? Ah, he's currently harmless and next rank will be mostly. So I think he has not gained any XP. But he has gained some credit. So it looks like you're right. If I didn't use him, he doesn't gain rank. Because he's still at level 0, harmless. Where is this outpost? The last one is always behind you. There we go. So you're saying I can boop the beacon? And then scan it with the data link scanner. I'm gonna try that. Ah, I see the beacon. Does it need more than that? Go forward, Isaki. What's on fire? Yeah. I'm trying to do some planetary scan missions, and Namix, my friend here, has told me that I can do them without actually getting into my SRV. But I wonder how... I want to activate the beacon. Is it active now?
Warning, you have entered a trespass zone. Trespass zone cleared.
So I'm trying... And Namix, do you think... Thank you, Saki. So Namix, do you think... Ah, there's a skimmer moving around. Do you think I need to boop it with the nose and then get the cockpit close? We'll try that. Boop, and then an upside down T.
Warning, you have entered a trespass zone.
Ah, there, I could target it. For a brief second.
Attack.
Doesn't look like it works with this ship. Maybe I should just land over here.
Under attack.
Who's shooting me? Would you like some... Bluff. Let me find a place to land. Ugh.
Landing gear deployed.
This is... Oh, there was something here. There we go. And now I'm wanted in the system. I'm getting wanted in more and more systems. Maybe it's my new career path. If anybody wants a wanted pilot, I'm the one you want. A stinger. I should be able to take that out. Hello.
Target destroyed.
Was there more of them? Oh, something is wrong with this tower.
Incoming message. Incoming mission critical message.
What is this structure here? Nothing. Only 5% gravity. I think it seems like after these missions I need to go to interstellar factors. At least there's no notoriety. So next mission. Let's see, what system are we in? BD 18394. There was another one in this system. Yeah, I know, you need to activate the beacon, and I think I couldn't activate the beacon from inside the ship.
Landing gear retracted.
boost works better with the landing gear up. Oh, come on.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Yeah, and that's what I struggled with, getting closer to than 20 meters. Because the ship is so big. I guess in an asp where the cockpit is... Whoops, that was a nice crash. What the hell? In the asp it might be possible to get the commander close to the beacon, because the cockpit is in the front, but in the Corvette cockpit is way in the back. And it's so long that I couldn't really jiggle it to be close enough, even upside down. I tried going upside down, but then I was actually hitting the ground because it's so long. Maybe this ship is not optimized for this type of mission. That's okay, I can just do it in the SRV. It was quite fun to take the skimmer out as well. Yeah, and when I was, because I got an angle, then I was touching the ground and I couldn't move any further, then I was trying to adjust the angle. Let's see. Maybe I can try again. Maybe it depends on what the ground looks like. I need to go into Super Cruise.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Oh yeah, I can use that. Am I 6% deadly? This is moving faster than I thought. Because I just got deadly, I think 2 days ago. So 3% a day, that's a month, then I'm elite. Ooh, if I keep up with this behavior. That would be excellent. I guess I should do a stream when I suspect that I will become elite, so we can see the celebration message together. Yeah, you need dangerous for Laurie Jameson. I guess she's the hardest engineer to unlock, because you have to first be, or not first, but at the same time you have to be elite in something to gain access to Shinra Desra, and you need to be dangerous in combat. So I guess the efficient way to do it. No, I don't think that it would be the best way is actually to go for combat elite. That takes too long. Maybe exploration combat, and then dangerous combat exploration elite. Interdiction. What? I hope it's a mission target. She's clean, I can't shoot her.
Frameshift drive charging. 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Uh, but this worked quite well. I'm using the good old trader conda interdiction trick. Submit and boost. Oh, this planet is going to get really close really soon. Really close really soon. Clipping close. Any search sites? Not yet. You need to get everything to level 5. Yeah, I understand. And it's also nice. I mean, it is a nice improvement in the stats for the modules that you can get up. Where? What? Again? Really? At least can I see where... Is there a search site? Yeah, okay.
Frameshift drive charging.
I have all the engineers, but I don't have them at level 5, all of them. Some of them I hadn't needed to visit much. There's the search zone. This looks like a tiny potato planet. I like those.
Orbital flight engaged.
This looks like a very, very small planet. I like it. Yeah, one of those board targets that seem it's something I can do in 3 days' time, unless you need to be elite and you need to be dangerous in combat. So that turns into a quest of months. Now that you're at it, you could also say you should visit all the systems in the bubble, or all the inhabited systems at least. Sell them a little bit of bio-waste. That's a similar goal, huh? Then it sounds like you're still not farming the combat. You're just letting it come naturally. Let's see if the ground is, or the terrain is of a type where we can use the ship scanner. No, it's not 20 million systems. I looked it up on EDDB, and there are the EDDB says that the 20,520 inhabited systems in total in Elite. I guess some of them, maybe 50, are in Colonia, and then a handful on the way to Colonia. But so it's only around 20,000 systems, I think. I mean, that's still a fair bit of systems, but not 20 million. So let's see. Well, first I need to see where the beacon is. It's right in the middle there. Okay, let's try this. So if I fly over it, and lower, there's a building in the way. Oh, I saw it. What do I have there? I have... It was there.
Engine reboot. Shields are falling. Taking damage.
What?
Under attack. Thrusters on your way.
What the hell? I'm so happy I'm streaming this. Can you clip this? I just lost size 7 prismatic shields. This was awesome. I think I should do this in my SRV. It seems cheaper. This was awesome. Let's see if we can we pop some of the schemas. Can't see anything. This one. Precision shooting, 300 meters. What else do we have? Oh, that's a piece flying there. That's nice. Are there any other skimmers? I need to be careful not to hit the ground now. Maybe that was the one skimmer. Let's see if I can land here. Is that a skimmer? Is that a skimmer over there? Ah, no, it's nothing. Okay, let's see if we can find a spot. Perfect, thank you for clipping that. So, your advice about the easy way is maybe not that well suited for COVID. Why is the ground so bumpy? Oh, that was a spot. %75%. Drop from 10 meters, cost 3% hull. Ah, yeah, in a Python the cockpit is nice in the front of the ship. Oh, not nice. I prefer actually the location of the cockpit in the Anaconda and the Corvette, but for this it is nice to have the cockpit in front. What do we see over here? Canister. Semiconductors. Forget about that. What we need is the bacon. That's a good point. Maybe the fighter can do the scanning. But then I wonder if the fighter would be taken down by a skimmer.
Incoming message. Incoming mission critical message.
And we have a nice ramp. Woohoo! Let's look at the ship from above. Now we can give a tour of the ship, literally. Hey Saki. I'm playing with the Hodas. So I have one key that I use all the time, which is S, which is to jump from normal space to super cruise. But other than that, that is so disappointing that the spikiness is only cosmetic. This is a nice place for a picture, but now I can't use my thrusters. We can see if the commander is sitting inside. Or if they remove the model. That would be awesome if I could. Is the chair empty in there? I think so. Let me see in contacts. Ah yeah, hull went from 72 to 71% because I jumped on it. I guess I should not jump on it too much. I like this view. I think not so many people have seen that. Oh, this is better. I'm just gonna take a screenshot. I hope you don't get too dizzy with the crazy flickering. Ah, is that in open that I can't do that? Okay. Well then, fuck it. Sorry for my Swiss. Okay, let's jump down. And we can stop hurting my poor Corvette. I guess for me these missions I need to buy some hull reinforcements. I can't take high-res screenshots in open. Let me just check my folder and see if I got... Yeah, so I got a normal resolution screenshot, but I can't take a high-res screenshot in Open. I guess they've put in the restriction because it's stopping the game, and then it's doing the whole thing of generating the image much larger and taking that in sections. So I guess it's kind of interrupting a session where you are with others, and it's stopping the game for a second or two while it finishes the screenshot. Were there more in this system? That's another building? No, that's the building. Okay. It's just the mission hasn't resolved yet. Was there anything else in the system? I don't think so. I could go to Tanmok to resolve them. Why does that should not raise my hard points? So let's see. Ah, this is the one I finished. Forget about this. And then I used the mouse for the galaxy map. Let's see. Route unavailable. What? Is this because it's where I am? Yep, I am there. On Potato Planet. Okay, I'll take one in a different system and maybe I need to come back. There's a skimmer, I can hear it. So what is this system for? 76 Sigma Cetai. Let's go there and find out. Yeah, I know it works in private group and solo.
Frameshift drive charging.
I still have no drive to 0, right? Yeah. That's kind of all that matters. Welcome to everybody new in the chat. I'm learning how to do planetary scan missions with the advice of Mr. Namix. And it's going so far. So far I have become wanted in 2 systems, or 1 system.
Warning, temperature critical.
And I have lost my prismatic shields on my Corvette that is almost indestructible. But somehow the skimmers managed, because I was trying to scan the beacon upside down from the ship instead of going into the SRV. I guess a tactic could be get the skimmer to spawn and shoot it with the laser from the ship and at a distance, and then go down to the beacon in the SRV. That might be the way. Let's see, where do we go? 1A. I'm already wanted here? What? Shields will come back. That's the good thing about shields. They're self-repairing. It just takes a little while. or a long while for prismatics. Yeah, on my anti-Xeno cutter, I have 8A prismatics. Yeah, I could do that, but it's gonna be fine in a few seconds. In the cutter, the AA, if they go down during a Thargoid fight, I think I need some serious tactics to get them back up. That reboot and repair will definitely be in order of the day. Namix, do you know how to post the clip in my Discord?
Shields online.
Hey, Shield's online. No issue anymore. And they're up 50% immediately. That's not too bad. Yeah, that was it. Thank you. What? Yeah, all shields gone. Let's see if we can find a search location. It seemed to be pop up there.
Orbital flight engaged.
Alright, let's see. Actually, I shouldn't lose the Corvettes. That would be terrible, because then all these missions will not resolve. I cannot hand them in. Let me just see. Dropping from orbital cruise. Yeah, maneuvering in glide is always nice. So I think the tactic this time is to activate the skimmer and take it out with the lasers, then land, and then take the beacon and scan it with the SRV. Trying to learn. And I shouldn't lose my SRV because I have just one. Then I need to go back and buy another one. Ah, should we try the fighter? If I take out the skimmer, how far off the ground do I have to be to use the fighter? So there we are. Could I disturb... Could I activate the skimmer with the fighter? Let's go to where the skimmers cannot go. Let's go to fighter. Let's see what we can do here. Okay, so where is our... There's the base. Skimmer, wake up.
Warning, you have entered a trespass zone.
Beacon is here. Can I just scan it? Do I have? I have no data scanner. I can only scan it with my plasma. Oh, I think I heard a skimmer. Yes, I blew the skimmer up with the fighter. Ah, what do I have targeted now? Maybe the towers are better than with the...
Ship is ready for fighter recovery.
Why is my ship moving around like that? Can you just stay still? I guess I forgot about the turrets.
Fighter docking sequence initiated.
Do the fighters get repaired?
Got the fighter back in the bay, Commander.
Thank you very much. Then we can...
Under attack.
There we go. Did I hit it? Not really.
Under attack.
That got it down to 82. Maybe I can go close. Closer, closer, closer. That seems to work. There's another tower over here. Poof, already? Okay. Then
Bounty incurred.
Then I guess it's... No, I cannot scan the beacon with the fighter. So I need to land. Let's find a landing spot.
Landing gear deployed.
Uh, to the base should be here in the front. Yeah, I see it. This is point 27. Gee. It's quite a lot. Maybe we can still fly some other way. Oh, that was easy. I think these missions take a long time for what you get out of it. And they get you wanted. Oh, wrong button there. Ugh. I've done this scientific approach to planetary scan missions. Is that what you're saying now, X? I can call myself the scientist. Oh, that was a sideways jump. Do I get nice data? Adaptive encryptors, I got one. There we go. Ah, you were farming this with these planetary scanner missions? That sounds a little bit annoying, actually. Okay, let's go to the next site. Shields are not charging much when I'm not in the ship. So let's see this one. Okay, I thought I'd been there. Let's do a rinse and repeat.
Landing gear retracted. Frameshift drive charging. 4,
Okay, so it's not that long to farm it.
1.
It's like one evening of work. Of work. We're calling this work.
Password is ice cream.
So, was it worth it to go with the... It was some other stream that was open in a different window. And when I open a window, then it doesn't go default to muted, even though I've told Twitch I want the window to be muted. Did I get... Do I have a... scan mission details? What?
Warning, temperature critical.
Okay, then we get away from the star, no problem.
Incoming mission critical message.
That's exactly what I was waiting for. Here we go. 1400 light seconds. It should take just a minute or two. So is your Corvette completely ready now, Noix? Sorry, Yokonda, yes. It's completely done. Ooh, and it's the build you showed yesterday? Armed to the teeth and still with a very good jump range. Two-point defense for missiles. That's a good idea. Did you add one in the front and one in the back? So they're kind of covering the ship from both sides. I saw there were some guys the other day. I saw they were testing Packhound missiles. The superpower missiles. With against the T9 with point defense. And I think it got all of them. For quite a while. When the point defense ran out of ammo, the guy with the Packhounds also ran out of ammo. So the point defense seems very, very effective. As you're covering upper and lower. Yeah. Makes good sense, then it can kind of create a sphere around you that it's aware of. Ooh, another tiny planet. What? That was not too close. Or the search zone at least. There we go. I thought I could just skim the exclusion zone. We can just go there normal flight. It'll take what? An hour? 45 minutes? We can sit here and talk for 45 minutes, right? While approaching this place.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
No, I think there was no percentage loss. I think it was excellent flying. but sometimes the game disagrees with me. Okay, let's go a bit closer. Yeah, less than 100 kilometers. We can do that in glide. Although the ground seems pretty difficult to land on. Maybe I need to find a way to move the data link scanner from the main ship to the fighter and then fly there. No, that's too far. Why do you have to do this? Ah, so you had to log into the non-Horizons Elite. I wonder what happens if they stop supporting that. If they merge Horizons into Elite base package, and you don't buy it separately anymore, like maybe when the next big expansion comes. And then we can't use that trick to suddenly relog to orbit. That could be a problem. I guess we would just have to file a ticket and then they could change our position a little bit. But I prefer the self-service of logging into the base game. Ugh, come on, right behind me. Seriously? I think I see it over there. So what are we doing? We take turrets from the vet, schema from... stop. Hello, there you are. So let's see if we can find the turrets. Isn't that the other turret? Yes. Is it easier? No. Is it easier if I don't target it? That's much faster. So where's the skimmer? Come on, skimmer.
Warning, you have entered a trespass zone.
That should alert the skimmer.
Trespass zone cleared.
Let's see if we can land here.
Landing gear deployed.
That was easy. Should I take the skimmer in that? It's too slow too. Oh, you have to self-destruct. Next time I should railgun the turret. This is a very low gravity planet. What I need is shields and guns. These things are not very difficult to take care of. Looks like I've entered a war zone. Sorry. Not sorry.
Incoming message.
Incoming mission critical message.
I kind of lost my forward momentum. Ah, it's slippery because it's an ice world, I think. This is... Wait, guys. What mission critical message? Ah, that's a data... Wait, oh my god. This looks like a... My ship has a fat ass. Yeah, what did I get? Sorry, I got... Atypical and special eggs. Oh, and cracked industrial. That used to be the old ones. And these I got. Are these the ones I was missing? Let me just check my envelope on my table. All important data always scribbled down on the back of envelopes. It's the best system known to the universe. Ah, the second envelope. It's always the last envelope. Adaptive encryptors capture. Yes, that is exactly what I needed. So apart from using actually some of the mats to engineer railguns and lasers, I should still have almost all of them. So how many missions do I have left before I can go and hand in? I just looked at my shields and got so happy that they were full, but that's for the SRV. My shields are not full. 72%. So let's see here. Just hand it in. Okay. This one needs to be done. Let's go and do this one.
Landing gear retracted.
Yeah, I actually keep a like for longer term stuff, and that's kind of a log of what I've been doing. Not that I've been updating it lately, but I have a Google site. It's kind of a wiki that is super easy to edit. The horse. So it's a wiki that is super easy to edit, and it's free by Google, and you can make as many as you want. If you type into your browser sites.google.com, I'm wanted by the East India Company. That's not nice. That's my company. Permissions. Horse. Yes, I have that one. You can see the second one. Still deep in the ground. Let's go vertical. Hello, Bonnet.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Moti, do I see you in the chat? Okay, so that's a station with the type service. Nice. They're always a pleasant surprise to visit them. Come on, let me get away from this planet. There we go. Do I have any notoriety? Nope, still 0. That's nice.
Frameshift drive charging.
It's I would actually like if they made more different station interiors. I think everybody liked it when they did that. They should take that as a hint of what to do. When they do something like that and everybody's positive, maybe do more of that after. And let's do a
Fuel scooping.
honk to get some data.
Fuel scooping complete. Warning.
Haven't we been here?
Critical.
I hope so, that they will over time. Maybe there's even gonna be a... Like, if they make a bigger ship like the Panther Clipper, maybe they're going to make a different type of station where you can dock either on the outside or where the mail slot is bigger. Because the Panther Clipper was supposed to be much, much bigger than the Anaconda, for example. Let's break for nobody. And you say this time we should railgun the turrets. We can do that. See if I can hit. Do you think I can sub-target them? To hit just the power switch to the turret? I think they promised that before the Q4 update, they're gonna do something to the even better to the planetary surfaces. Even though what they did last time was a huge improvement. These shields, they like to take their time. There we go. I'm already wanted at a base I have never visited. That's nice. I guess that means my reputation precedes me. Yeah, there could be that. So yeah, you're right. There could be a ship, a pad size huge, that is used for even bigger ships, and that could land on fleet carriers. Although it would limit the ship a lot. Like, I'm not saying about the ship movements, but it would limit commanders to use it that have access to a fleet carrier. So I don't know if they're gonna do that. I think it could be done just by, you know, the stations that have the 2 or 4 arms or hammers at the end. I think you should just catch up with one of those, and then you can dock the huge ship against that arm. And then the station, you just pull it around indefinitely, so there's either 2 or 4 of those pads. And then you can see when they're occupied, it's because there's a giant Panther Clipper ship being dragged around. Alright, let's go down. You would be fine with the Panther being limited to to fleet carriers. I guess they cannot make all. Come on. They cannot make all content available to solo. Like for example, the Thargoid bases. I think they were almost impossible to unlock if you were solo. I struggled at least. Of course, others could. Either they had stations, but not inside them. Yeah. Yeah, capital ship repair docks. There could be a huge ship dock. And then when you dock at that, then you need to go in a smaller ship, and you need to ferry the cargo to the station. And you can either hire NPCs to do it, or you can do it yourself, maybe. There could be a T9 available for rent, and then you can fly 10 times in the T9, and then you have emptied your Panther. So what are we doing now? We're doing we're railgunning toward up.
Warning, you have entered a trespass zone. Trespass zone cleared.
I think that was a flyby. Okay, so let's see. We want to railgun some turrets. Should I kill warrant scan it first? So, my rails, I guess, are one is in the middle. Okay, let's try. What did it do to the turret? Nothing? That was nice. Let's try again. What? Don't shoot back at me. Then I'm going to railgun you again. So maybe without targeting, is that better? Nope. Ah, that was a good shot. The second one always seems to... Yeah, I missed with the red guns. Of course I missed. Who do you think you're looking at? So let's see, there's the data map. Here is the beacon. Where is... Ah, there are the small ones. Let's see if we can take you. There's one lasered. Do you think I can take these small ones with the second one? Hey, did you see that? Skimmers with gimbal with fixed beam lasers, because they act as fixed when they're not.
Landing gear deployed.
That could be an exploration to try that, to scan without actually killing anything. I just guess I need to be fast in the SRV. Let's go to SRV. It's a pity that I cannot scan from the fighter. That would have been a lot of fun. I like flying it. So we need to turn around and drive forward. At least... Oh. A vulture? And I'm wanted? Okay. Change of plans. Ah, it's attacking my ship. So maybe I can scan and go back. Come on, scanner. Finish, finish, finish. I guess I still have shields. I could see the green stuff. Ah, so I can do it initially. But if I'm not wanted, I can do it without shooting and without getting wanted.
Landing gear retracted.
Let's get out of here.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
We need the next mission. This is just to return. Is this system we're in? No. Okay, let's hope we are not wanted over in this system. Then we can try to do it the unwanted way.
Frameshift drive charging. Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
Do we know where to go here? Is this when I have missions to the same place? I do them once. And if they don't resolve... 10,000 like this. They don't resolve several missions at a time anymore. Anyway, let's see. How many do we have left? No, that was not what I wanted. 1, 2. And then there's some commercial salvage. This one is done. Okay, so I think after I have done these 3 scan mission. Okay, you can't stack them anymore. That means that I can have several to the same site. I do one, and I wonder how far I have to go if I just have to leave the planet's sphere of influence, or if I have to go to Super Cruise or what, to get the other one to spawn. So for data, I should have pretty much a little bit of everything. Data mine, date, and wake exceptions. Weapon blueprint, yes. Strange wake solutions. Okay, so the two data types I don't have any of, in addition to the, let's see, materials. A little bit of everything. Lead, is that military supercapacitors? Yes, I knew those, and molybdenum. Proto-heat radiators, okay. I think I had some of those and I used them. Selenium, only one. Tin, only one. And zirconium. That's a lot. The break exceptions. Yeah, okay. Thanks for that. And I've still wanted, so we cannot try the experiment of just driving in this one. Well, actually, maybe I could. Maybe it's faster. I only have one SRV though, so I would prefer if the last mission I try to do without hurting anything in a wanted, because then even if I blow up this SRV, I can still go back and complete the missions. Okay, distribution center in a famine system. That's a good tip, thank you. Moti, would you mind changing your name color? You can do it down under the settings under the chat window, because that green is quite terrible to read. I mean, it's I see when you say something, but I can almost not read that it's you. If there's no ship around, it's better to do it without shooting. Okay, I guess it's also faster. But this time I didn't notice the vulture was where it was parked before it suddenly came out. Oh, it's purple on your side. To me it is like fluorescent green. And the overlay, the overlay, it takes dynamics chats in the right color, and on my secondary computer when I'm watching the chat, it's super fluorescent green. Much better. Nice dark blue. Thank you very much. I think after these scan missions, I'm going to take a lunch break. Let's see. Are we inside the influence? Yes. Search zone, very nice. So this stream should be called All the Ways to Do a Planetary Scan Mission Wrong. pick the wrong ship. Do it the wrong way. Well, Namex, do you have all the... Like in EDDB, you can check all the inhabited systems that are permit locked. That's the 31. And you could unlock all those systems, or you could pick a faction that you like the name of. Maybe a non-player faction. And then you could strengthen them to take over the entire bubble. How to lose 8k of shield to skim instantly. Yep. It's a feature I have unlocked in this game. And it only takes an hour to regain the shields by normal just charging. Well, that makes you cannot quit Elite before you have all the engineers unlocked. I'm not saying to level 5, but unlocked at least. And not just invited, unlocked. So you need to get to dangerous in combat. Morty, I have... I think of these shields. I have... So I don't have resistances, I just have the high cap. Kinetic plus 50%, explosive plus 58, thermal minus 2. And then I lost them to a skimmer because I was parked upside down and I think I squeezed it a bit too hard. I was not parked, but I was trying to activate the data beacon from inside the cockpit of the ship. So I got really, really close. The skimmer came out. And then it took offense to me. Okay, so let's go driving. 0.5 G, I can basically fly there in the SRV. Let's park at like 1 kilometer distance. Is there a ship? Yeah, the skimmer was not happy. So it took my shields down. Seems to be what skimmers do. They seem to be one of the enemies in the game with the most DPS against shields. Because 8,000 a second is quite impressive. Oh, there's a blue zone right there. Where is it? Let's go closer. Was it there? Screw it. I see some skimmers flying around over there. Can I land here? Down here? Yeah, but it takes so long to get the ship back when you recall it. Stop. Low gravity warning. But at least it's dirt, right? So I can actually brake. Yes. Let's see. Sentry skimmer. I see the data beacon. I am going to be super fast at scanning. Bye bye. Ooh, and I got some more. No, that's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted. I think that didn't go terribly. And I didn't hurt anything.
Landing gear contracted.
So I would only get wanted, but not actually get a bounty. So, why are there still 3 left? BD 18394. Okay, is there another one in this system? Maybe there's another one. At this building again? Can I go down and resolve it now? Yeah, that's a good idea.
Frameshift drive charging. Ready to engage. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Nope. But maybe I can go down to the building now.
Warning. Taking heat damage.
I think it's the same site as before. Let's see. My shields popped up to 99. Were they like that before? Come on. Another challenge you could take, Namix, if you don't know what to do in Elite, is to fill up your materials completely. Ah, now this is going to jump around, right? Because I can't see the building. So when I get close, I expect it to move. Ah, the building's right there. Maybe stop.
Landing gear deployed.
Maybe stop dropping. How far away is the building? meters, that's kind of perfect. Is this where we were before? For the landing attempt. And there was a spot over here. Yes. Come on, it's because it is. Filling all the material storage, I think I'd end it all doing that. No, it just means you would try all the types of gameplay that are available. You would have played all of Elite. And you would have done the Guardian grind 150 times for the weapons blueprint, and I don't know how many times for the module. That was an excellent landing. If I wanted to go back to the ship. This is super bumpy. Because it means I can hide a bit from the skimmers, but it also means that it's gonna take a while. Where's the beacon? Why don't I see the beacon? There's the beacon. They haven't found me yet, the skimmers.
Incoming message. Incoming.
Don't get stuck on the fucking light pole. Pips to engines. And get out of dodge. Hey. They went with the material storage from a really limited one that you had to manage because it was too full all the time, to one that is impossible to fill after quite extreme in their feature descriptions. What data did I get this time? Oh, I got a job offer. Nine black boxes. Ah, but the wake echoes. The atypical disrupted wake echoes. Was that something I don't have? Ah, I guess well, they're on class 1. I can always trade to those. I guess that makes the... maybe it gives them more time to shoot me, but it also... I get out of their range faster. Yeah, I agree. It's nice to not have to micromanage. You can just fill up. It just seems funny that they struggle to find the balance. They go from one extreme to the other. So now we should see... What the hell? In Hertz, we haven't been there. Hertz. Haven't been there. This thing might be bugged. Or is there a third one? Could be. No, it was the same as before. I'm going to try to go to another system. Let's go to this one. Let's fly over there and then see if that other mission resolves. I guess I could go to Super Cruise first. And honk. This mission is still there. Do I have a location for it? Yeah. Down at that place again. So maybe this is a mission I can do infinite amount of times. I guess I could use that easily for data.
Frameshift drive charging.
Welcome to any new viewers. I'm doing planetary scan missions of the beacons inside the bases. It has been exciting so far. I've kind of gone through many ways of how not to do it. In the process of that, I have tried flying around with a fighter. I have tried eliminating every hostile obstacle first before actually getting into the SRV by shooting turrets with lasers or railguns. I have tried with a fighter to scan, but it doesn't have the data link scanner, so it doesn't work. And I've lost all my shields. 8,000 shield points of prismatic shields gone in 1 second because I crushed the skimmer. And skimmers don't like to be hugged. So he took my shields away. So I think we've determined that against shields, the most dangerous enemy in Elite is the skimmer. Although actually it shouldn't have taken all my shields, because I've seen some that booped skimmers to death, and it took maybe a third of their shield, or half on smaller ships. But maybe I crushed 2 or 3 of them at the same time. I'm flying past Yo Mama because the heavy gravity field slowing me down. Let's see. So I think I've done 5 of these. Let's see, let's try to not do a loop of shame, just a tactical anti-interdiction loop. I would like, yeah, now it's going up again to 6 or 7 seconds. Then we can proceed at 75% power. So let's try an approach where we have the other planet behind us. That's a bit low for that. Because that other planet at least looks very, very nice. A bit of rings. Looks like a gas giant. And we are going to land on 53 Chi Zeta A4D. Always happy when something lands on D. Was that too crude? There we have the search zone. And we are not wanted here, so let me try if I can do it without actually getting wanted. Maybe I'll just piss off the skimmers a little bit. And run like hell. $300 kilometers. 250. $150. Maybe this is a good angle. 35 degrees minus to come through the glide. Lights would be nice. Otherwise, maybe this is Raxla, the dark planet. $40 kilometers. Come. 20 kilometers. Don't go further. Ha. So, is there anybody in the chat that haven't told me what they're doing in Elite at the moment? Namix has built an exploration Anaconda. See, I got it right. Moti, what are you doing at the moment? Do you have a bigger goal, or are you making credits to have fun with later? Are you supporting a player faction? What are you up to? And any other lurkers that I need to unearth? Can we see if Danu Casp can say something, or Deepest Port 9? Sounds like a bot though. Nautilus 80 sounds like a bot. Shout Gamers sounds like a bot. Saki, if you're still in the stream, feel free to tell us what you're doing. Oh, come on. And we can see it. Sagiai. I think we're gonna have a slight impact. Yes. The ground is there. It's pretty dark. We should put out the landing gear so I can see the ground.
Landing gear deployed.
Ah, this explains the features of the landscape a bit better. We're on the side of a crater. Let's see, can we land? Oh, did we just find the perfect spot already? Saki, you should come back to Elite. It's a nice game. It's very nice that the SRVs get repaired every time you dock in the ship. This is very dark. Let's put some lights on. I guess the skimmers can see me less well when it's so dark. But I need to find the beacon. It's a turret. Gravity is again 0.5. There's another turret. Do we have skimmers on the ground there waiting? Where's the beacon, guys? There, of course. I have to drive all the way through it and sit like a duck. Aren't they gonna do anything? Oh, I like the flames under the skimmers. Let me get a building between me and the turret. I didn't touch it. That thing exploded by itself. I didn't touch it. I'm innocent. Figure out what to do. Trucking, plus mining, engineering, fighting. What else can do? You can work with BGS, either alone or with a group of commanders. You can unlock permit lock systems by being friends with the factions that have the permits. You can fight Thargoids. You can either fight the big Thargoids, or you can fight the small scout Thargoids to keep them from invading the bubble. Yeah, the BGS is the background simulation, so it's the economic and political background simulation. So basically, whenever you trade or deliver exploration data, or you do missions, or passenger runs, you're doing it for somebody. And when you do it, you help somebody. So you often help yourself getting reputation, so you're friendly with whoever you're working for. And you also help their cause in that station where they are. They increase their influence at the cost of others. So you're supporting whoever controls the station. If you're doing trading or exploration data, and if you're doing missions, it's the mission you took it's the faction you took the mission from. That's you are supporting. And that will push down other factions.
4, 3, 2, 1.
And I guess you can either, if you want to make your own system, or make your own faction, you can find a faction that you like, a non-player faction. And you can go and do missions and work for them to see them raise influence in the station. And then once you have raised influence enough, they will go into some kind of... If they don't control the station already, they will do it either by going to war or elections or civil war. And if they control the station, they can expand to other stations, and once they have a lot of influence in one system, they can actually expand to another system. So for example, the Hutton orbital truckers, they are in more systems than just Alpha Centauri now, where the Hutton orbital is. And I'm part of the... You can see under my stream description that I'm part of the East India Company. That's a player faction, where we are working... well, partially we're doing whatever we want, and partially we're working the BGS to expand to systems that are either interesting or they are just the ones next door where kind of the economic model is suggesting we advance to based on the actions of the group of commanders. I got more of these. Nice. Heads 1 and heads 1. Okay, that could be the same site, I guess. Let's hope it's not. I'm part of the player faction that is called East India Company. Hello Colo, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? And why in the world are you watching my stream on such a nice day? I think I can can I respond? Yes. This is the Colo salute, the mug salute. Colo is a commander that is quite new and is doing a great stream. You didn't follow me yet? I should almost feel insulted. Now, Colo is a great streamer and player, and she is only playing Elite on stream, as far as I understand. So it's a lot of fun to follow her streams and see how she's discovering everything and learning everything new. Don't feel sorry.
Oh, yeah.
So Colo, since you just joined, there's your playstyle of only playing on stream is something I respect a lot. I'm sure it must be very frustrating, but it's a lot of fun for your viewers to watch, so it makes for a great show. You're taking a lot of input from your chat about what to do, so that's very nice, and we've started a nice Discord where we're all having a nice time. I am doing planetary scan missions, which means I have taken this mission from a faction. It's from my player faction, the East India Company. And so I have to go to a base on a planet surface, find a beacon, and scan it. Welcome to the colony. This is not the colony. This is the East India Company. And we are in no way affiliated with the colony. We might support and like it, but we are in no way affiliated yet. And if there is going to be a child society growing out of the East India Company, it would be the Olokni. Can you guys see the follow things on stream? Because I should have some alerts on, but they seem to not work right now. Whatever. So I have to go to a So you can see I'm approaching a planet. There's a search zone where I have scanned the nav beacon to get a highly likely position of my target. I'm going towards the planet. It found out, it thought it was there, not. And then it thinks it's over here, but it's going to change its mind in a few seconds. And now we are on the glide, so now we're flying in normal space and we need to get closer and it'll change its mind a few more times. Then we will find the base. And it's a heavily armed base. It has defense turrets. It has skimmers that are little drones that are armed heavily. And there might be a security ship, so like a vulture for example. Or a cobra. And I'm not yet wanted in this system. The hostile tag to the right is due to power play. I'm signed up with a power play power to get me some very nice plasma accelerators, some hard-hitting weapons. Ah, here's the base. I didn't catch that, Namix. But see, here's the base. There's a couple of buildings. The beacon is... Let me point to it with my pointer. This is my educational Corvette because it has a very nice pointer. Right here, where the pointer is now, is a data beacon. It's orange. I know some of you like the color of orange. Whoop, there it is.
Warning, you have entered a trespass.
Now there's a trespass zone.
Trespass zone cleared.
So that's the beacon I have to scan. And there are 2 defense turrets, and usually 3 skimmers. And it looks like there's no security ship right here. Oh, my shadow on the ground looks quite cool. So now I need to find a place to land. I usually try to land like 1 kilometer away.
Landing gear deployed.
Might be over here. I like to land facing away from the station because my SRV is coming out backwards, so then I can drive to it directly. So here's the SRV that is down to 80% fuel. Let's go over and scan. Boop. Oop, that was close. You can see the beacon there. I think I'm going to want to approach it from the other side. I've put all my energy into shields because I think the skimmers are going to shoot me. At least after I scan the beacon. See right in front of me there's a defense turret. The orange beacon. There are skimmers flying around. You can see them in the hologram to the left of the radar, what they look like. These are of the type Stinger. Oh, can I scan it already? No, I need to go into the turret, adjust a bit, and scan. No, I'm not money making. Oops, now the skimmers are hostile to me. Let's exit the permit locked zone and go back to the ship and retreat quickly. Are these guys shooting nasty missiles at me? Okay, I'm wanted anyway. So now you're gonna see what it looks like when a defense turret explodes. If you had not shot at me, I wouldn't have shot at you. I'm doing it partially for money and partially for influencing, helping the influence of my player faction, which is the East India Company. Ah, this is taking too long. Forget it. Let's just go back into the ship. Ah, Cola, I don't know if you've seen my ship. I don't even know if you're still in the chat. Let's check, because I can do that. Yep, you seem to still be here. Ah, Gromlevin, you're doing the Smeaton runs. Yeah, they're very good cash cows. So my ship is called a Federal Corvette, and it's a rather big combat ship. We can go a bit closer, and then I can try to jump on top of it. But so it has room for 3 in the cockpit, so I can take 2 people as crew, 2 live people, players that can come and join me in multi-crew. Here's the nose of the ship. And you can see, well, you can't see any of the guns right now. I have some I have a spiky ship kit on it. But since East India Company is Imperial, I've painted it white. Let's see if we can go over here and see if I can fly to on top of it. Ah, some materials. I will not do that right now. That was not tall enough. Ah! Tumbling. Am I gonna get stuck? No. Like a glove. So maybe let's try from over here. Oh, that was way too close. Anyway, it's the Federal Corvette. It has 2 huge hardpoints. My colleague, your Cobra, has, I think, 2 medium and 2 small. I have 2 huge hardpoints and a couple of larger ones and a couple of medium ones. Yeah, it's a big ship. And it cost a fair bit of money as well. And it cost even more to outfit it.
Under attack.
And it'll cost you your soul to engineer it.
Landing gear retracted.
But I like the way it looks and the way it flies. And since I have basically a parallel life in this game, then I can afford to fly it. Let's see, where do we need to go?
Under attack.
There's another mission over here where we have to do the same. And then I think I'm done with these missions. Ah, it was in the same system. I need to remember how to do stuff. It's even at the same base. I'm just gonna go up to Super Cruise to make sure that I hadn't deployed hard points. Just going to Super Cruise. Cola, I think you're one of the few gingers that do have a soul. Or at least something. Maybe it's just screen appeal. Now in Super Cruise, gonna fly down again to the base. I am going to be streaming for. I think I'm going to. Let's see. I was just going to. I think this mission is bugged. This one I will make a go at again, and then I'm gonna go hand in the missions, and then I'm gonna stop the stream because then it is my lunchtime. This outpost zone is 2 million meters away. That seems a bit far away. Saki, you can help the East India Company. You can do it in 2 ways, basically. You can join our faction. You can, if you searched for Elite and EIC, you will find a website where there's an application form. Yeah, I think it's on the other side of the planet as well. Or you can just go to the systems. We have one of our core systems is Kappa Phonakis. And you can go there and you can help us do missions. You're more than welcome to do that. You can also go and do bounty hunting for us, or you can go and do conflict zones. But I suggest if you really want to support us, then join us with the application form. And then we will take good care of you. Thank you very much for the follow, Grum. So let's see, how do we get... it's probably easier to get all the way out. Let me get away from this planet. Let's get the hell out of here, turn around, and find the right approach for this site. Here we go. And if any of you have any questions, please let me know. I've been playing this game for a while, so I know apparently a fair few things. Since Kolo has her way of playing, with only playing on stream, it's covered by the planet. I need to not go too low. I'm not going to talk too much about things that could spoil her experience, like what things look like or what things do. But if you guys have any questions about mechanics or stuff. I tried to find the other day a faction that I could influence myself. So I was searching the website eddb.io, so the Elite Dangerous Database, eddb.io. There you can search for many objects in Elite. And I was looking for a faction to influence, one that was not too far from Sol, had maybe not really a permanent presence anywhere, but was a minor faction in a few systems. And I found a great faction that I think I'm going to keep as a secondary faction that I support. It's in a system called Guy, and the faction is called Guy Exchange. I assume they are talking about slave trading or something like that. When I went to the station, what they were doing was a lot of selling of clothes. I don't know if you link that to the name and you can make some assumptions that are wrong. Yeah, Guy Exchange. I was really happy when I found it, because it seems to be not too rude, so you can actually talk about it on stream without getting banned, and you can talk about it with your kids without your wife looking at you too strangely. And it has a name that can be interpreted in many ways. With the kids, of course, it was only about slave trading. And I think it's also a faction that could be welcoming to other people if they want to join. Because we can always take new people in and push some out. That is what Guy Exchange is all about. So I wonder if the experience in this system is going to be different in this base, because I'm wanted already. Yeah, Grum, I'm using a HOTAS, one I like a lot. It seems to have a good balance between price and sturdiness and features. I have the Cytec X52 Pro. I think I found the ground, but it's a bit dark, so let me check with my lights. Yep, that's the ground. I only lost 6% shields from that. Yeah, yeah, that's the ground. That's what that sounds like. So the X52 Pro, it's actually the HOTAS that the if you in Elite, you look down at your commander,
Gear deployed.
and you can see it's moving like this. This is what the HOTAS looks like in real life. The in-game HOTAS that the commander is using is modeled after this. I find that kind of neat, and also it's quite sturdily built. I have flown around 2,000 hours with mine. It's beginning to have some little misfires and stuff, but after 2,000 hours, I think that is forgivable. I think it's more me having a problem than the actual HOTAS. And I just bought a backup the other day, so I have, since it's only $150, it's not that crazy to buy a backup. And I'm not a nerd, I'm basically thinking that real life is an alternative dimension to Elite. So let's find the base. Those are the lights from my ship. And the base is over here. So let's see if the base behaves differently, since I'm already wanted. Because I've been a naughty boy early on. Somewhere else in the system. Let's find the beacon, the big orange beacon. Where are you? Probably hidden behind a nasty defense turret. I need to put some pips into systems. Where's the beacon? Over here. Let's be quick. Because right now we're just sitting ducks. And now we have to get the heck out of here. I'm driving just outside the exclusion zone, but it's mainly to make like a nice controlled circle back to the ship instead of spinning around out of control. Yep. What? I think they're shooting missiles at me. So when I come back to the ship, I'm going to go to the station and hand them in. As Dynamic used the Thrustmaster T-Flight. I think that's also the one Cola is using. It seems very good. It might be even less expensive than the X-52 Pro. I heard that the X-52 Pro has internal metal parts instead of plastic parts, so it might give a bit more duration. I'm kind of... If I hadn't bought this backup HOTAS, I would have been wandering in the direction of maybe upgrading to a 56, which has even more buttons on it. Not that I actually need them so much. Or a Warthog that seems very sturdy. Let's get the hell out of here. But let's go in the direction of the Milky Way, because it looks nicer. So let's go back to... I picked up all these missions from Tanmark. Actually, I think I want to find an Interstellar Factions first. What did I say, Cola, that offended you so badly? My apologies prematurely. Let's go to services. Interstellar Faction. How come this is what I've already pre-selected? So we have, what do we have up here? Anyway, this one seems quite close. Do we have a large station that has interstellar factors? Yes, beautiful. And it's the Kornienko terminal. I should have marked that. One trick I like to do is to actually map the station, because then when I jump into the system I don't have to draw up the system map again to find it. Let's go to Super Cruise. A low security Ah, okay. And then you, yeah, because then you can find them further away. When you use services, I think it only looks in a bubble around 40 light years away from where you are. Okay, cool. You're only confirming. Thank you very much. And I'm happy you're not offended. Let's see, what else is there to say? Yeah, I'm going to go to Interstellar Factors to clear myself of my bounties and crimes. As you can see now here, I have a local bounty of 1800 credits. And I have it, well, with the faction that is called the 76 Sigma Ceti Crimson Energy PLT. Those are the guys I've offended by committing a crime. If we go over to the statistics, in crime I have 0 notoriety, that's good. I have had 449 fines issued. They are all because I just hit the toe strike a little bit, believe me. I've had 332 bounties on my head. That seems like a lot for a nice guy like me. Okay, let's fly over here. Clear it off. Jin, just don't get offended. Just bide their time and steal my soul. Yeah. Well, on that note, I think you guys would enjoy if I show you my coffee cup, even though I don't have a camera. Because I have a coffee cup I enjoy a lot. Let me see if I can find a picture of it. Ah, here's the picture. Let me just download that. Can I copy link and then post it into the chat? Excuse me a second while I do this. Excuse me a second while I do this. That's a Discord picture. If you click on it, you should be able to see my coffee cup.
Frameshift drive charging.
So Colo, we can have a mug competition going. You have the giant mug full of cold coffee, and I have this cup full of cold coffee. Exactly. Especially Monday morning, it is highly relevant. Do you guys know, by the way, if there's any streaming either on Twitch or YouTube from LaveCon where we can see some of the panel discussions or activities? Because I think I would like to see that if I don't fly. I guess I could Google it myself, but now I have you guys to talk to. On Twitch, are they doing a stream themselves, or are they only doing shoutouts to other Commander streams? I guess, is it Frontier? I don't know if LaveCon is organized by Frontier. I guess I can look at all Elite streams and it'll be there. LaveCon Twitch. Okay, excellent. Thank you, Colo. So I recommend that when I'm done with this, first paying off my bounties, and then handing in my missions, then I'm going to watch LaveCon Twitch while I have lunch at least, and I think you guys would enjoy doing that too. else is going on. My daughter wants me to take her to the cinema tomorrow. I suggested we see Deadpool 2. She suggested we see... what's it called? Ocean's 8. Yeah, sure, you can post a link to the live channel. Please go ahead. Both here in the chat and in my Discord. Feel free, Colo. I don't think I have any restrictions on links. Ah, it's Lave Radio. Yes, of course, they are the organizers of LaveCon. How could I forget? And I don't know if you all are familiar with what Lave Radio is. It's Tuesday evening UK time. Every Tuesday evening since Elite was in beta, they have hosted a podcast radio show with 4 commanders that are quite knowledgeable and have history with playing Elite from way back. And they're discussing events and the community and everything Elite every single week. And it's usually running for 2 or 3 hours, and I enjoy a lot. They meet up in-game in the Lave system, usually in front of the station. Well, I need to see here where I am. So Colo, tell me, where's the entrance to this? I think we learned that in your stream last time, right? I guess with the 30-second delay it doesn't really make much sense for you to guide me, but... Ooh, I like the details. There seems to be a lot of apartments in there. I think Harrison Ford in Blade Runner is living inside one of these. Yeah, but Lave Radio is a weekly radio show that is on laveradio.com and on Twitch. They are usually meeting in the game as well, in the Lave system that has historical and lore value.
Approval granted. Please
Well,
continue
let's see
staying on.
if we can get a nice approach without getting any fines on the way in. Oh,
Request denied. You
Re-
are in a restricted area. Clear the docking bay immediately.
why do I get request denied? I'm getting all this. Yeah, the entrance is facing the planet. Why are they shooting at me? Why am I not friends here?
Frameshift drive charging. 3, 2,
Was that a ship-launched fighter that just bounced off of me? Ah, just because I'm wanted. Come on. Okay, let's find another interstellar factors that is a little bit more friendly. GR16. Would I see that I'm wanted? No. Okay. Grudevaci is... I am fairly certain I'm not wanted there. Ah, but that is also a bad system for this, because I think there's only a small station. So... Teteke might be the one. I can see it in the system map if I want it. That makes sense. Any big station? Oh, come on. What was this one? I think I'm... Ah, that's not in this system. I haven't been today, so I highly doubt I'm wanted there. It's quite funny to see that though. I kind of automatically expect that when I get a when I request for docking, I get a docking request approved. And this time I didn't. Luckily, my ship is so small that I could easily retreat. Or at least maneuverable enough to get out. So I think now I have a few more fines to pay off. What was it before 11,000? I think my Corvette is quite small. It's only like 200 meters long. I need bigger ships. Not that I'm compensating for anything. Not at all, not at all. But I need bigger ships. Bigger ships are always fun. So let's see what we've got going here. I am not wanted. Look at my right side. I'm not wanted. I'm not hostile. I think we can be friends here. So Colo, now you're learning a little bit about the crime and punishment system here. You can see it in effect at least. Maybe like me, you learn best by the hard way of trying it yourself. Dynamics, what is your... Are you in game? Can you check out your lifetime bounty value? Not that it's a competition. 351,000? Yeah, it's nice to be wanted. It's also nice to be left alone sometimes. I'm gonna do... Oh, no. I'm going to do the loop of Colo around the station. You don't have to log in for this, Namex. But if you want to, it could be fun to see. Because I consider myself a good guy when I'm not doing loops of Colo. Oh, and now I can get a nice approach. Do you know, guys, that the way the station will point to you when you get in is determined by the way it points to you when you are approaching it? I want to be fast. I was too fast. Oh, I'm flying terribly because I'm trying to entertain you guys. I promise you, normally I fly much, much better. And now the approach vector is going to be terrible. Unless I fix it. Let's see. And pull up. And drop at 122 kilometers, and it's not too bad. Try not to be a bad man. Yeah, me too. I'm just not very good at it. So I'm trying to be the teacher that shows how not to do stuff. For your educational value, all this is done. I'm flying a bit fast, I think. Let's go get a bit more distance. Scrub some speed off. And now we're more in control.
2,000 meters from touchdown.
Landing pad 2, I believe that is right below our nose. Isn't this how all commanders duck through the mail slot? And scrub speed off when they've boosted a bit too much? You can give me slithering points for landing.
Enjoy your stay at our facility, Commander.
Okay, ship is repaired. And... oh, I need actually to pick up some collector limpets. So that when I have had a discussion with another ship, I can pick up the materials that are left. Contacts. Why are these off? Is it because I have a fine? Oh, I seem to be popular with everybody. 17,000 in lifetime bounty. You are very bad, man, Nemix. Very, very terrible. And fines 4,500. I think that was more than me, wasn't it? number of fines issued. Ah, you're talking about fines value or fines issued? Because fines value, I have 121 million credits. At some point I had some illegal passengers that call themselves slaves that were stowed away in the ship in a not in a scan safe container. I should do some of all these bounties. Well, East India Company I want to do in a country that I know they control. Let's see. Oh, this is annoying me. If Frontier Development's usability team has not tried to do this themselves. Enough of this. Where are the big ones? 300k there. 100k there. Let's set the limit at 100k. Anything else can wait. Oh, there's still a lot of them. Come on. There we go. Mercenary facilities? Nothing. Ah. Intel packages. Yes, let's take that as well. Why is this off limits? I don't think I have anything in the cargo space. I think it's... no, I only have the limpets. Alright. Then I am going to consider myself unwanted. In the good way. Ah, crime. Galaxy. Where do I see the galaxy-wide fines? Ah, Saki. Very good. Welcome to the EIC. I'm sure you will like it. We have a great Discord. There are some guys that are helping finding out what we should do for the background simulation. They are issuing orders every day in case you want to do that and help with that. So first I need to find... So basically, now that you've joined the EIC, we can just have a quick look. All these blue systems that I have bookmarked here are the systems controlled by the East India Company. So we have a nice little crowd in here. We have some with epic names, we have some with nice things. I think in Needs there's a capital ship repair dock. I'm going to do a tiny bit of promotion here. Where is Tanmark? I need to go to Tanmark. There we go. That's where I need to go and hand it in. Sasaki, thank you very much for joining. Feel free, I don't think it changes anything, but feel free to mention in the Discord that that you and I have met before. No, Cola, I was definitely not smack talking you in any way. When I did a... Oh, so you didn't see my landing? Yeah, if you want to help out, travel to the central system is Kapafonakis or Tanmark. And if you go in there and pick missions for East India Company,
Landing gear retracted.
or you do some bounty hunting, or you deliver some exploration data to a station that we control, then it'll be highly appreciated. Ah, you did mention me. Thank you very much. That might have been why your application took 30 minutes instead of 3 minutes. First I need to check my profile. I come from a streamer with 6 viewers. Give me preference, because he's a big dude. Mainly because of excess body fat.
Frameshift drive charging.
So great, Saki. Now you have lots of stuff to do. Because we also have a Discord channel where we can group up to go Thargoid hunting. We have people that are very good with ship builds. We have basically a great bunch of guys. I don't think we're the biggest group in Commanders, but I think we are the biggest player faction in controlled systems, actually. Saki. I like your style. Trying to click per funny moment. That took too long. Well, if you check out my clips, you will see today how I lost 8,000 values of shield in a second. So this station we're going to is Cassiopeia. So let me check the shoutouts channel. They haven't announced your membership there yet. And Cola, you don't want to see my landing in this previous station as an example of how to land a ship. It went horribly, horribly wrong. I just mentioned my name. That's a funny moment. Is that funny moment? Is that a thing of the application form? I don't remember. I have almost 4-year anniversary in the group, so my application form is far recessed into psychological sessions of forgetting everything. But definitely welcome to the group. Anybody else who wants to, they're more than welcome. You can fastest way to get rep to unlock permits. I definitely think missions, because missions you can target that you only support that one group. With bounties you might spend time shooting ships that have bounties from another group, and then it's kind of wasted time. I need to mention a recent funny moment. I didn't know that. I think my application was done on paper because it was before computers were invented. Okay, let's see if we can do a decent entry. Request docking. It has been approved. I should lower my weapons that have come up for some reason. Okay, so straight down at a controlled speed. Only 2 pips to engines. See here. Are we drifting? No. Good approach. I need to slow down a bit. To call it, this is how you make a landing. Pad 24, I think, is above me. Didn't hit the toast track or anything. Overcorrect a little bit.
Landing gear deployed.
Fly over. Remember, we are not an airplane, so we don't fly to the ground. And then we just descend vertically, using the attitude of the ship to make sure we hit the center. And boom. See you later, Cola. Have a great day. And definitely see you tomorrow night in your stream. Thank you for joining. So here we are in the station. Now I'm about to hand in the missions. I don't think... I'm planning on picking the reward that gives the most influence instead of giving me the most money. So this one is giving 5+ influence. So that was 1. None of these get good influence. I'm already allied. I'm going to take the cash then. That was 2. 3. What? Then I take these. That was 4. This one is hard. I want these, but I also want this. Let me check how many biotech conductors I have. 63. I can take the influence. Was that 5 or 6? This is all the same. Exquisite focus crystals. How many do I have of these? $90. Okay. Then of course I need to fill that up. Oh, this is nice. And it all gives the same influence. So now I think I have no more missions. Well, I have some active, but this one seems to be bugged. Ah, and since we are, let's just check that we are controlling the station. How do I see that? Ah. Is it only in the system map that I actually see it for sure who controls the station? Ugh. No, stay there, marker. Bloody hell. No object selected. This is selected. What the hell? Is it me being an idiot? Faction East India Company. Okay, so this is definitely us. Thank you, Saki. See you later. Thank you very much. It says in the mission window. Anyway, these are all good, but that means that if I had some bounty that I could hand in and help the faction as well. I'm gonna redeem these, and then I am done for now. Let's see if there's any. So we are at 28.7. And we are the biggest. No, Tanmark Jet is 28.8. It's a close race. Let me just check for to see, so I get it next time. Above your reputation in the mission board. Or do you mean over here? No, you mean in here. Controlling. So if I pick this. Mission board, yes. Above my reputation, controlling faction. Right there. Yes, perfect, thank you. Yes, Jared Lynch and his faction, East India Company, and right there. Very nice. So I'm gonna log off for now. I am going to be watching LaveCon Twitch to see what they're up to, because I couldn't attend. And I hope you guys see the same. I don't know how to host, so you guys have to walk there by yourself. See you later. Maybe today, later, maybe tomorrow. Have a great day, guys. And as usual, as an end comment, fly safe and 07 to all of you. Bye guys.